I decided to make this video specifically for one of our customers who bought exactly the same double-side tank drum. He asked me to show him some patterns and beautiful combinations. By the way, I've always been worried about how I can tell people or, well, teach how to play the tank drum, as the instruments are all different. We've never made a so-called multi-purpose tank drum suitable for basics tutorials, where we could say, now touch this tone, this one, and that one, and this particular tune will come out. I think it contradicts the very essence of the tank drum at some point. There are different notes and even different intervals, but the main method as well as the basics remain the same. You should find a combination you like and play it. Then you find the second one and play it too. After that, you try to mix them. Now this tank drum is positioned so that the most bass tone, the lower one, is the farthest from me. The whole scale sounds like this. It turns out that the bass tone is the farthest from me, and this is the most comfortable way for me to play. I should also explain that there is a hack here. When two adjacent tones, any two adjacent tones form some kind of a harmonious interval. So it's really awesome to use that, to play these two tones simultaneously, just in such a way. You can also try to find a combination of notes using other tones, for instance, located not far from each other, such as these ones. I play them with two fingers, this one, and I hit here with my knuckle and here with a fingertip. The sound that turns out is quite beautiful. Sometimes when playing, I touch a little tone with this part, or with my fingertip, palm, or pinky finger, and it makes new additional sounds. But I do it on purpose. So I hit these two tones with these two fingers, and then with these two ones. Now I'll try to reflect the same pattern on this part of my tank drum. Now try the top note there. Do you mean this one? Yeah, let me try. Great. A tank drum itself is quite harmonious, and we only need to find some simple note combinations there. Start with these two ones just the same way I started playing here or there with my two fingers, and they will draw some kind of rhythm or melody. You can keep on looking for such patterns, and now I'll also try to find something like that. Let's come up with a tune, for instance. I'm going to play like that, beautifully and simply. Sounds really good. I'll try to loop it. Yeah, sounds good, simply because the harmony is beautiful. Well, basically this tune can be played on, and you'll enjoy it. In its first part, we play 4 tones, and then 4 more, but only 2 of them change. I can't believe it's that simple. Yes, I think the main rule of playing is, well, you shouldn't try to play the whole tank drum at a time. You need to find some particular parts and harmonious conjoined tones, and then find a simple melody. After that, you should find another group of adjacent tones and another melody, and just mix these groups, well, right the same way it was here. The sound came out. It turns out that starting with a simple tune, with just 2 notes, passing to some intervals, and then moving to a variety of techniques and kinds of finger picking, we have the same tune which is being developed and modernized, and such a skill is evolved with your musical technique and habituation. As soon as I get used to playing this tune, it will sound in my head.
Как-то необычно хорошо звучит.
Now I start adding some stuff like such crossfades between these parts, which are in fact really basic as well, but I play them fast due to my technical skill. And this is the finest side. So I can show more combination patterns for this tank drum to check it for intervals. That's a good interval. So let's go. As for the question of minor and major scales, this tank drum is a minor one, but the tune is absolutely major. Yeah, but this is natural minor, so it definitely includes the major scale as well. By the way, I sometimes like playing the scale itself. For example, I choose 5 large tones and beat only them. So I move from the top to the bottom of the musical scale, but with little fills. In other words, it sounds like this. I suppose the subscriber will be satisfied. Will he? Well, actually, if you have any questions, I'll make another video with pleasure. I really like speaking about it and can do that again and again. Any ting drum is good, honestly. Ting drums are nice and exciting, and it's always possible to find all sorts of things in them. The main thing is to choose simple tones, just 2 or 3 ones, and find a beautiful melody when beating them. It can be somewhat familiar, but the essential point is to have this harmony right now at the moment. It should bring some fun, pleasure, images, or memories. Well, basically, it just happens so. I don't know how exactly. You can use different methods to play it, even with sticks or with your fingers, applying different techniques. Now let me play the same tune you heard before, but a bit differently. So I played like this. Can you see it? And now I'll play the same tune but using an open tank drum. Alright, if anyone has any specific questions, for example, you have a particular tank drum tuning mode, or you'd like to have some kind of a lesson or learn more about your tuning mode, just let us know and we'll tell you about all that with pleasure. The weather is fine so far, and we enjoy walking in the woods and share our knowledge. This is how it goes.